Welcome back to the Tigers Den podcast, guys. Before we get started, you know what we got to do. Smash that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're brand new, and don't forget to ring that bell. Join the Noti Squad, and hit those links down in my description. Follow your boy on Facebook, Twitter, and IG at Big C Got Game. Well, our Tigers move to 1-0 as we kick off Season 8 after handling business down in Tuscaloosa against Bama. 42-17 was your final. Slow start in the first half for Grambling State, but the second half, the team came out and played hard, man, shutting out Bama in the third and fourth quarter. New starting quarterback Cody Walker finished 21 of 30 for 219 yards. He threw 3 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. It's going to be so hard getting used to playing with this guy. Chris King has such a strong arm. It was very accurate. Walker is not that accurate. He is an athlete. He can run the ball great, as you'll see here in a second. But some of his throws, he overthrew wide open wideouts. He was late getting the ball out on a few occasions. But it's going to take some work. He's only a redshirt sophomore, so we still have a couple more years of him here at Grambling State. In the backfield, what a day for Heisman Trophy winner Pierre Jackson. His first playing time all year, because he did sit out the spring game. He had 26 carries for 241 yards and a touchdown. Pierre is back to his old ways, and I'm excited to have him back on the field. Cody Walker came in. He had 12 carries for 55 yards and a touchdown. Kevin Easley, 4 carries for 24 yards. And then Eldon O'Connor his first playing time as a Tiger, 2 carries for 12 yards, and he scored. I would like to get Easley the ball more. I want to keep PJ's carries between like 20 and 23, somewhere around there, 20 to 25, and give Easley at least 10 carries and then try to get O'Connor at least 5 carries a game. That way we're kind of distributing the ball out a little bit more. Cody Walker had 12 carries. That's a little bit much for my quarterback. Out wide, Will Carter led the way with 6 grabs for 69 yards and 2 scores. Antonio Walker, 5 catches for 66 yards. Shout out to freshman Sheldon Hicks, 5 grabs for 49 yards and a touch. Bobby Smith had 3 catches for 27 yards, and O'Connor caught 1 ball for 12 yards. Easley and PJ both had 1 catches as well. I do want to talk about freshman Sheldon Hicks. He did get the start this week over Tim Clark. He just showed a lot in the spring game. He's a valuable weapon. He's fast. He's big. He can catch in traffic. But don't sleep on Tim Clark. He will be featured a lot more in the offense. But when it comes to like running routes and going out for passes and making catches, Sheldon Hicks is our guy. On defense, I was so proud of the G-men. They played lights out in the second half. They did struggle in the first half, but once they came out from halftime, something must have clicked. Andrew Benson led the way with 6 tackles at corner. Brandon Ginn had a big game, 6 tackles, 4 TFLs. Shout out to CC Caleb Causey. He had 5 tackles and 2 sacks. Eric Sellers, the new left outside linebacker, he had 4 tackles. Ken Johnson came in at his quarterback spot and got a sack. And shout out to our 4th corner, Aaron Wilkinson. He had 2 interceptions on the day. Shutdown corner Brent Stovall had an interception. Nick Sellers had a sack. And Manning at free safety, he had an interception. Like I said, the G-Men's defense played lights out in the second half. I couldn't be any more proud of this team. Now if they could just put a whole game together, it would be scary. We dig deeper into the stats. GSU outgained Bama 560 yards to 242 yards. We held a very good Bama run game to only 70 yards on the ground, and they only threw for 172 yards. Third down was terrible for both teams. Grambling finished 3 of 8. Bama 4 of 13. But the red zone, when you know Grambling gets inside that red zone, it's always going to be a touchdown. I am proud of our G-Men defense. They did force 4 turnovers, picking off Matson 4 times. Now for something new. Players of the week for GSU. I would have to say on offense, it has to go to Pierre Jackson. He just ran the ball impressively for his first action of this year. And on defense, this one was tough. But Aaron Wilkinson, our dime corner with 2 interceptions, sparking the defense in the second half. Those are your Grambling State players of the week. Down in the comments, let me know who you guys think should have been players of the week for GSU. Got to send a big shout out to redshirt sophomore corner Aaron Wilkinson. He is the NCAA Defensive Player of the Week with his 3 tackles and 2 interceptions against Bama. No recruiting this week. I am working on a big recruiting video. You'll probably see that here in probably around week 4 or week 5 of this season. I'm trying to finalize boards and get some, cutaways and all kinds of stuff. So be ready, man. This should be a big recruiting special, and I'm excited to bring it to you guys. Well, this week, our Tigers are headed back out on the road. They're headed down to Jerry's World to take on Wisconsin. It is a rematch of the national championship from last season where Grambling State won their 3rd in a row. This will be Wisconsin's first game of the season, and they are led by senior quarterback Charles Welsh. He's 6'4", 223, a pocket passer with a very impressive arm, 90 throw power, 99 accuracy. Doesn't really have the speed, so look for our defensive line to eat this week. In the backfield is senior running back Dwight Noble. He's a 92 overall. He's a power back. Look at the traits, man. 89 speed, 89 acceleration, 94 break tackle. He's got an 87 truck and a 93 ball carrier vision. Look for Grambling State to have the wrap-up on all game just to make sure they have those secure tackles. Out wide, Welsh has a very solid group of wide receivers led by Ty Smith. He's an 88 overall. But then you have the speedster Kenny Harrison with a 92 speed. And then it kind of falls off after that. Mark Nelson solid with 84 speed. And then Pete Dukes has 80. He's an 81 overall with 87 speed. We do have 4 corners that are like 99 man coverage, 99 zone coverage. So it should be an interesting matchup, especially with Welsh's 99 accuracy. At tight end, Javon Johnson is a problem. 6'5", 270 is a big boy with 86 speed. We got to make sure we keep him covered. Look for our safeties to be matched up against Johnson all game. Wisconsin does have a solid line led by John Carey. He's the left tackle, 90 overall. Then there's Robert Wright. He's a 90 overall left guard. At center, Kevin Ferris. He's a 92 overall. Right guard, Trey Jenkins. He's a 91 overall. And then you have 93 overall Kevin Mason. This is an impressive offensive line that can open up some holes for Noble. So we got to make sure we get off these blocks and make these tackles. Now to the Badgers defense. Tyrone Smith is an 86 overall left end. Then they have 93 overall Roman Brown at right end. Up the middle, Chris Keenan and Nigel Harrell are hole pluggers, man. 6'3", 293 and 6'3", 284 respectively. At linebacker, they are deep. Alan Parker is a 94 overall. Then you have Keith Alexander, who's an 88 overall, followed by Derek Williams and Justin Murray, both 80 overalls. And at right outside linebacker, Zach Murray is a 92 overall, and Mike Clay is a 90 overall. So very deep at linebacker. It could cause problems for our offense. But where we should have an advantage is in the secondary. The Badgers are kind of weak. They have 2 stud corners. Marquise Wiley, he's an 88 overall. And then Justin Wilson, he's an 86 overall. Then it falls off big time after that. Morris Williams is a 76 overall with 87 speed. Jamal Givens is a 76 overall, but he's got 95 speed. I do like our matchup with our wide receivers. They are big, they are strong, and they have great speed. Deep in the secondary is Brent Johnson. He's a 77 overall with 87 speed. And then they have three strong safeties that are 85 plus, led by Fred Miller. He's an 86 overall. Then you have Chad Battle, who's an 85 overall. And Tommy Jean is another 85 overall with 93 speed. At kicker, Ricky Moore is a 90 overall. And their punter is a true freshman. He's a 73 overall. So this Badgers team looks stronger than they were last year. That offensive line is great, so we got to make sure we send maybe a few more blitzes than we normally send just to bring pressure on Welsh. But I am concerned about that depth at linebacker. We do like to run the option a lot more now because Walker's speed. So we got to make sure we slide, and he does not take any big hits this week. And it looks like Herbie is rolling with the Tigers as they look to move to 2-0 over the Badgers. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you smash that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're brand new, and don't forget to ring that bell and join the Noti Squad. And hit those links down in my description. Join the Discord and follow your boy on Twitter, IG, and Facebook at Big C Gat Game. And we'll talk from Jerry's World in week 2 of season 8. Have a great day, guys. 2 fingers in the air. Peace.